What a year it has been. Looking back at all of these special moments, I'm reminded that it was a great year, regardless of some change and much needed introspection. It was a year of growth, resilience, fun, and carefree moments, and a year I and maybe some of you started the journey inward. Sometimes the world may seem like a heavy burden to carry around on your shoulders, and we can feel helpless and unable to change what's happening around us. But once we realize that the key is to start looking within instead, and change our perspective and the way we interact with our surroundings, that's when things become clear and intuitive. That's when everything starts making sense again. We can only change ourselves, and with that, the world around us changes as well. So what will this year be like for you? What will your 2025 look like?
Trusting your instincts, realize that knowing looks different to each. When living authentic, do more exploring, deeper than knowing just what is essential for life that is thriving. Go deep, mute out the chatter, feel it, burn off the fire, let go until there's peace to your core. Live a life you adore.
Hey everyone, Happy New Year! I hope you're doing well and this first month was full of new opportunities for you and full of positive energy. I've definitely been feeling really well and I know I've been gone for this whole month, but honestly nothing much has happened, so you haven't missed anything basically. I've just been focusing on setting goals for myself and setting challenges for myself for this new year. And I'm actually really glad that I was able to process all those feelings and all of those things that came to haunt me from my past during autumn. I did process everything and I think I could leave everything behind in 2024 and just, you know, I can focus on what matters now and leave all of that behind and not think about it anymore and not let it dictate my life. Things that happen around us or to us are not what defines who we are, and we need to be aware of that and not let it dictate our life because it just holds us back from growth and from overcoming these things and just, attaching ourselves to those feelings and feeling like without that we aren't who we are, but it's not true. I'm not one to, set resolutions or be really hard on myself with my goals. I'm just trying for the first time to visualize what I would like to achieve this year. And it's more about the journey and it's more about the growth that happens in the process rather than actually being very focused on achieving these things. Even if I don't succeed at something, it doesn't really matter. I can do it next year or when the time comes. But it's still nice to have these aspirations to know what to focus on. So yeah, one of the challenges that I really want to do this year is to not buy any new clothes. I think I have more than enough clothing that I've accumulated over the years. I am proud that a lot of my clothes are thrifted. I think 90% of my wardrobe is thrifted, which, makes me really happy. One reason also why I'm doing that is I want to save up money to work on my dreams, basically, and have this, jumping or startup, I guess, for things. This year, I'd really love to climb Mount Triglav or Triglav. It's the highest peak in Slovenia and I haven't climbed it yet, and it's been on my wish list for the longest time because it's a really beautiful hike, and I think that there's something special about it. I live in a country where there's countless of mountains. I think even if you wanted to climb every mountain in Slovenia in your lifetime, you wouldn't be able to because there's just so many peaks here. I need some preparation because I haven't been hiking much this winter and I feel like I need to get back in shape and train for a little bit till I do that. But yeah, I think I'm ready to do that this year. And in regards to traveling, I would really love to visit Italy, specifically the Dolomites. I've been daydreaming about it for a long time, and Tina actually suggested that we go to the Dolomites this year, so that's a plan for spring. I am very excited about it. I'm looking forward to it so much because, the Dolomites are something different because there's only limestone in Slovenia, whereas Dolomites are just a completely different rock, and I love the look of them, so I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun. I have a lot of art supplies and a lot of sketchbooks, and I really want to draw more and create more in general, draw, paint, anything like that. And I want to fill at least one of those sketchbooks up this year to just prompt myself to draw or create without a certain goal. It's just to do something that I love and not think about whether it's gonna be any good or compare myself to other creators. It's just to be active in this thing that I really love to do. I also want to take more photos this year. I've been focusing so much on videos that I completely neglected my photography, and I would really love to get back to that and also make some still imagery because I enjoy both. I really love filming and I also really love taking photos, so that's something I want to do more of this year. This community has slowly also been growing. I cannot thank you enough for that. It blows my mind every time when I see the progress of these past few months. It makes me really happy, and I hope it grows further and more of you come. I would love to hear about you and about your life in the comments, so feel free to comment. At this point, I'm able to reply to every comment, so you're very welcome. If you decide to write something to me, I'm gonna be happy to reply. So yeah, I guess one goal for this year would also be to get to 1K. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years now, I think. I know I'm not the most consistent because I'm focusing a lot on the quality of my videos and improvement, and also always making it interesting for you. And you know, that just takes time, and I'm not always full of ideas. So you know, creative things usually take time. So yeah, I hope you don't mind, and you stick around for more, because I love creating these videos, and it's something I am very happy I started. I think I've gone through every challenge that I've set up for this year. So yeah, one of them I've already actually succeeded. I really wanted to go ice skating, wild ice skating. I don't usually like to go to an ice rink, so skating in the wild is like this whole magical thing for me, and I actually managed to find the opportunity this year, or although it was like on an, I don't know, maybe 3 square meters that I got to ice skate on, just because the lake that I was ice skating on was covered in snow, so it wasn't really possible to ice skate. But I found those 3 square meters where I could, and I loved it.
Silence the noise away from the program, removing performance, true self off its standing. Live free from worry, live by just being. Power in finding your wholeness in now. Goldie, mute out the chatter, feel it, burn off the fire, let go until there's peace to your core. Live a life you adore. Live a life you adore.
In keeping with my challenge to not buy any new clothes this year, I thought that if something caught my eye, I would just try and make it myself. So this happened with this little vest that I made. I've been seeing these Sherpa vests on Pinterest and I really liked how they looked, and I had a cardigan that I didn't wear as much anymore. I just wore it around the house and I decided to cut it up and reuse that fabric to make this vest, and I think it turned out really cute. It has one button, so you can... It's not really like Sherpa, it's wool, but it's just got a texture. So I guess it came close to what I envisioned, but not quite 100%, but it's fine, I think. And yeah, I initially made it so that it had 4 pockets, but as that made things very bulky at the front because of these front pockets that I put in, I decided that I'm gonna just sew up these sides and remove those pockets so that it fits a little bit better. Maybe I should get into sewing more, but I think that, I don't know, looking back, I did get a bit frustrated with making this because I had some trouble with the hemming. The wool just didn't want to stay in the hem and it was really hard to sew it by machine, so I decided to hand sew that and it turned out fine. But yeah, I guess that frustration kind of deters me from making more of my own clothes sometimes, because I just don't have the patience for things like that. I like quick results. But yeah, you know, for these fun little projects, I think it's fine. And I actually made like a jacket a few years ago with a quilted fabric that I also really like, and I'm gonna show it to you now. I made this one like a couple of winters ago. I actually used the pattern that I made for this for the vest, but I had to adjust it a little bit to make it a little smaller because this is a bit oversized, but it's cute as well. And yeah, maybe I should wear them more often.